Katie Wood Ray is the author of Study Driven, a framework for planning units of study in the writing workshop. She walks the reader through the process of immersing students in mentor text with any genre of writing to motivate students to become more accomplished writers. This text is broken down into 3 sections: grounded understandings, informed practice, and supportive resources. The chapters are easy to read as Katie intertwines her experiences and highlights the experiences of other teachers across all grade levels, using units of study during their writers' workshops. The first portion of this text shares with readers the theoretical understandings and foundational reasonings of having curriculum as the outcome of instruction rather than the starting point. Student work samples, like this image, are sprinkled throughout the section, demonstrating the exciting student work accomplished after the unit study. Here are some of the student work samples included in the text. One shows an article a student wrote on best places to go in New Jersey. Another is a travel book that is a reminder to expose our students to mentor texts that are beyond their reading level. The final sample is a poem written after studying a variety of poets writing biographical pieces. When looking for text to use for the study, the author suggests the following. It should come from the world outside school. The topic should be appealing. It's okay for the text to be challenging for students. A consideration for genre study only. And the text has lots of potential for learning about the craft of writing. In the second section of the book, the author describes the different phases of an instructional framework for study in detail. Each of these phases is supported with a list of suggested possibilities for inclusion in classwork. The third section begins with an introduction detailing how to use the resources. Included in the section are 30 different unit study possibilities that can be adapted for any grade level. The author goes a step further by including a list of specific texts to be used with each study. I used a suggested study with my kindergartners on how illustrations and graphics enhance meaning. My students were able to refer back to mentor texts as their models to help ground their own writing. The image on the left shows how one of my students used the expressions of characters to enhance the meaning of their text. The image on the right shows how a student used a magnifying graphic to focus the reader's attention to one specific part of the illustration. In the 12 craft pauses throughout the text, the author gives examples of what teachers and students might find when completing unit studies. For teachers completing unit studies for the first time, these are excellent examples of what to expect. This book has changed how I teach writing in my class. It clearly outlines how to implement the framework for unit of study for any grade level. Students are shown how to read like writers and then apply their learning to support their own writing. Go right now and add this to your Amazon cart. Your only regret will be that you didn't read it sooner.